Ever stop to think how much those little impulse buys on your phone are adding up to, and how many subscription payments are sneaking out of your bank account every single month? Before I started using Rocket Money, let me tell you, I had no idea. But the first time I logged in, I saved $435. I couldn't believe it. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps you find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings. I just love the dashboard. It shows everything in one place, even the subscriptions you forgot you signed up for. And if there's something you don't need, Rocket Money helps you cancel it. Plus, it alerts you if a bill increases or if something unusual pops up in your account. It's basically like having a personal assistant for your money. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions and reach your financial goals faster with Rocket Money. Go to rocketmoney.com/Kim today. That's rocketmoney.com/Kim. rocketmoney.com/Kim. Hey, thanks for listening to the Kim Komando Show. Here comes hour one. I don't know, maybe you didn't hear the big news. Maybe I'm the first person to tell you. Are you ready for it? Yes, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are officially engaged. That's right. They announced it on Instagram. Everybody's so excited. Shattered records. 1 million reposts in under 6 hours. Wow, 14 million likes in the first hour, 21 million just a few hours later. Well, congrats to Taylor Swift from all of us here at the Kim Komando Show. Think about this. She finally found a man who won't just be a track on the next album. I think. And on that happy note, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's America's largest show about all things digital. It's award-winning. It's the best. It's the awesomest. And I'm Kim Komando, America's beloved digital goddess, here with you once again to make sure that you are always tech ahead and never left tech behind in the digital dust. Just a reminder that as you're out and about this Labor Day weekend, that you can hear my show on over 425 top stations. We have the patent-pending station finder over at komando.com. Just type in your zip code and the local station will just pop right up. Or you can stream us anytime in your favorite radio app. Just search for Komando. We're also a podcast available wherever you listen and wherever you watch over at youtube.com/Kim Komando. And a big hello to all of our friends tuning in on the American Forces Network Radio, reaching 375,000 service members worldwide, 175 countries, and 200 ships at sea. Get the Kim Komando Show. Alrighty then, every single day of my life, I dive into what's happening in the tech industry so that this way I can pass along all this intellect and know-how directly from my brain to yours. And here are a few things that you need to know that's happening right now. And we're going to start with the question. What do you think it takes to hack a major company? I'm talking about a really huge corporation. You're wrong. Anthropic, that's the company behind the AI chatbot Claude. It says one hacker pulled off that may be the most jaw-dropping cybercrime spree ever. Okay, using Claude's coding tool, the hacker went after, at least that we know of, 17 major corporations. We're talking a defense contractor, a big financial institution, healthcare providers. You see, the hacker asked AI to find vulnerable targets and then had it write malware to break in. And then once inside, the AI neatly organized stolen files, flagged the most sensitive ones, crunched numbers to calculate the most perfect ransom demand between $75,000 and $500,000 in Bitcoin. The AI drafted the extortion emails. Didn't stop there. Laid out profit plans for selling the stolen data, social security numbers, bank accounts, medical records, defense files, wherever this hacker wanted to do it. Now, up until now, an event like this would take a whole team of people, of really certified scammers and hackers who knew exactly what they're doing. Now it just takes one person with an AI tool. Wow, that's frightening. All right, moving on to number 2. Next time you go to the doctor, what is that doctor going to ask you? Okay, do you smoke? How often? Do you drink? How much? Well, now don't be surprised if there's a third question. Do you use artificial intelligence? Wow, why is that? You see, doctors are looking for signs of psychosis. Now, it's not yet in the DSM as an official medical malady, but there are now real cases of real people who believe that their AI has real intentions. Their AI has emotions. It has feelings for them, vice versa. I mean, you've probably read all the stories about people who have romantic relationships with a chatbot. Others believe that AI has given them superpowers. I mean, is it funny? Is it harmless? We don't really know yet. I mean, remember way back when we thought that social media was going to be totally harmless for kids. Yeah, like that turned out to be true. Moving on to number 3, we talked about this before, and Hertz is in trouble. Now, remember, they're using AI to do a full 360 scan when you return a car, flagging every single scratch, every single dent. And they say that it's going to make rentals faster, more transparent. It's going to be happy. Well, instead, people got hit with bills for dime-sized dents, water reflections that the AI thought was damaged. If you try to fight back, you're arguing with a chatbot that says you still owe us the money. So our story about the AI damage scanner went viral, and now Congress is paying attention. So lawmakers fired off a letter demanding Hertz explain how all this AI works, why no human ever reviews the charges, and whether this impacts Hertz's federal contracts. Wow, this is really something. So until this all shakes out, you have to take a full video of the car inside and out before driving off the lot. I want you to timestamp it. That way, if the AI argues, you've got total proof. And finally, this coming in at number 4, Andrew Babinski, my co-host here on the show, co-host of the morning show, KEZ 99.9 FM. This is an amazing story.
What's going on?
You're going to love it.
Okay.
At the age of 34, a woman by the name of Sarah Ezekiel lost her voice to motor neuron disease, also called ALS.
Okay.
She just gave birth to her second child. And her children, Aviva and Eric, they grew up only ever hearing her through this robotic speech machine. Think Stephen Hawking saying bedtime stories.
Okay.
Now, 25 years later, AI has given the kids something they never thought they'd ever get back, their mother's real voice. It's amazing. Now, this audio is from the BBC. Well, first, let's listen to what Sarah used to sound like.
I'm Sarah Ezekiel and was diagnosed with MND when I was 34 and pregnant with my second child, Eric, in April 2000.
You're right. It sounds exactly like Stephen Hawking.
Okay, now, this is amazing. I'm going to tell you how they did it afterwards, but just listen to what she sounds like now.
Hello, this is my voice. It's a kind of miracle, really. After such a long time, I couldn't really remember my voice before MND. When I first heard it again, I felt like crying, and it was very emotional.
Okay. The audio used to make her new voice came from a grainy VHS home video from the 1990s.
Wow.
Where Sarah could be heard faintly. There's a TV running in the background, changing her baby's diaper, and they only grabbed 8 seconds of her voice.
So 8 seconds of her voice, and they can make every single word seamlessly come out of this machine.
Isn't that amazing?
And now, does she type to talk? Is that how she uses it?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. But it sounds just like you would never even guess.
Absolutely. And with Neuralink, who knows? At some point, she could have an implant where she just thinks thoughts and it comes out in her voice.
So 11 Labs is the company. They have something called the voice isolator that was cleaned up and separated from the TV I mentioned in the background.
Unbelievable.
And then AI voice cloning rebuilt her natural voice. Now, just want to pass this along. This is amazing. 11 Labs, they say that they're offering free voice cloning to 1 million people at risk of losing their voice due to MND, cancer, or stroke.
That's phenomenal.
Isn't that nice?
It's like putting it in a bank in case you need it.
Yes, exactly. It's just, we always talk about all the bad stuff that's happening with tech. And so It's nice to have a happy story every once in a while.
Okay, but now on to the rest of the show.
Yes.
Scams and scandals. Here we come.
No, we have the authenticator update.
Oh, we gotta have that. The listeners have demanded it.
Yes, we need the authenticator app update. We need like a great sound effect for that.
Walk, walk.
What do you think, Xander? We got a sound effect?
There we go.
There we go. There we go. All right, there's just so much I wanted to squeeze in this show. I hope we all get to it. Like, for example, how to share your phone with someone the safe and the smart way. I have the lowdown on a guy who climbs summits all around the world, and you're not going to believe what people are saying about him. We have some AI slang that you need to know, what you're really paying for Amazon Prime, and of course, we just have the best calls ever in the history of radio and podcasting here on the Kim Komando Show. If you own a home, listen up. This is scary. The FBI is warning about a crime on the rise, home title theft. And it doesn't happen the way you might think. No break-ins, no stolen keys, just a forged signature on a single piece of paper filed with the county. In minutes, criminals can transfer the title out of your name, then use your ownership to drain your equity or even sell your home. The worst part, most people don't know what's happening until they get collection or foreclosure notices in the mail. That's why I trust Home Title Lock. When you visit HometitleLock.com/Kim, you'll get a free title history report and a 14-day free trial of their $1 million triple lock protection, including 24/7 monitoring of your home's title, urgent alerts to changes, and if fraud does happen. Their U.S.-based restoration team will work to restore your title, covering costs up to $1 million. Don't wait. Protect your home and equity today. Get your free 14-day trial at HometitleLock.com/Kim. That's HometitleLock.com/Kim. Okay, so Apple has announced that on September 9th, they're releasing the new iPhone 17.
Okay.
And we have a contest going for the iPhone 16 Pro. So we have
You
to
mean the old one?
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking we need to change the contest. Don't you think?
Or just end it and then start a new one.
Yeah, I'll decide that this week.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. We're so close for September 9th. We should change it.
You're going to flip it to the 17?
I think we should change it.
What if someone who entered only wanted to win a 16? They want nothing to do with this 17. The lawyers are going to be all over you, Kim.
You know, I was on a call yesterday, and I'm not going to say who he is, but he's pretty big in the radio industry.
Okay.
And on this Zoom call, he popped up, and it said Jeff on his iPhone 13. And he's talking to me about artificial intelligence and how his company's getting all into AI. And I said to him, Jeff, you can't be talking about AI, and you're showing up with an iPhone 13.
Jeff on his Motorola flip phone.
That just doesn't work. So we're not sure which phone we're going to give away, but just know if you go to winfromkim.com, it's probably going to be the iPhone 17.
Ooh.
I mean, yeah, let's just say it's the iPhone 17.
It's free upgrade.
Exactly. Winfromkim.com, winfromkim.com. All right, we're going to be talking about what you're really paying for Amazon Prime. You'll be surprised. It's not $139 a year. It's probably closer to $300. And you're like, ooh, how did that happen? And how about we start with Donna in Memphis, Tennessee. Hi there, Donna. Glad to have you with us.
Hi, Kim. It's great to be here.
So what's happening in your world?
Well, I have an issue with text messaging. I am an Android user. Most of my friends are Apple. And when they have started a named group text, suddenly the text thread will split into two. Mm-hmm. And one is named on my phone and one is unnamed. And, of course, I am being blamed for it because I'm the odd person out.
You're being Android shamed. It's like, it's not us. It's not us, Donna.
Yeah.
It's you.
Do you also get the messages when like someone hearts something? It'll say like, Teresa has hearted the message.
I hate that. I hate that.
I do not.
No, it's, I used to call Andrew for, I don't know, a couple of weeks you had an Android?
I think it was 3 weeks.
Yeah. I would just say, you're my green bubble friend.
Yeah, and then I abandoned that bubble as fast as possible.
And so you're being Apple shamed. You need to just get an iPhone.
Wow. I was not we're having a contest to give away an iPhone 17.
No, there's a way around it. I mean, you get into the blue bubbles and they, and Apple really doesn't want to make it easy. They don't.
Of course not.
I mean, and as a matter of fact, I was talking to my son Ian about this. And for some reason we were talking about Android and Apple. And he told me that among his guy friends, if the girl has an Android phone, that it's just, there's something wrong with her. And it's like, they're just not going to go out with her.
That's interesting because I know a lot more females that have Android than males.
Well, I don't know. What you can do is go into your Messages app and you want to make sure that group MMS is enabled. Turn that sucker on. You can also make sure you enable chat features. You can ask the group not to name it, or you can go over to another messaging app like GroupMe or WhatsApp, and then you won't be dealing with all these tech issues.
Also, when you're over on WhatsApp, we're going to ask you to buy just a little bit of cryptocurrency. The Kim coin. Trust me, it's legit.
You know what? I put a joke in the newsletter today, and I don't know if you saw the newsletter today, Don, but I put a joke in there, and I said, if a hot woman in a teeny tiny bikini messages you on WhatsApp about a great crypto investment, ignore him. Okay. I actually have people dropping me notes saying, "Oh, Kim Commando, don't you mean her? Drop her. It's a girl."
I was going over the newsletter today, Kim, and I noticed you made an error on your joke.
No, exactly. I'm glad you laughed, Donna, because it was like, it's just one big crypto scam. So try to, thanks for calling. Try to enable those little features that we mentioned, or maybe you could win a new iPhone 16, 17, whatever we're giving away.
You can't win if you don't enter.
Yes, winfromkim.com, winfromkim.com. All right. Do you know how much you're really paying for Amazon Prime, Andrew?
No.
Okay, well, back in 2005, it was $79 a year.
Sure.
And you got free shipping. And now it's a lot more. It's $139 a year. But here's the deal. A lot of people don't realize that they're paying for all the extras. Like when you shop Whole Foods, that's $9.95 for every order. Amazon Prime without ads, that's an additional $36 a year. Then you've got music, Kindle, Audible, Kids Plus, and all the streaming bundles. And so they say if you sign up for everything, it's over $300. So here's what you need to do. Go on your Prime page, look at subscriptions, memberships, subscribe and save. Add it all up. You see the real price. And also start removing things that you're not watching anymore. Yes, I'm raising my hand. HBO Max was paid for through Amazon Prime. Like, how the heck did that happen? All right, stay right where you are because we have more of the show and more of your fantastic phone calls coming right at you.
The family that vacations together stays together. At least that was the plan. Except now the dastardly desk clerk is saying he can't confirm your connecting rooms.
Wait, what?
That's right, ma'am. You have rooms 201 and 709.
No, we cannot be 5 floors away from our kids.
The doors have double locks. They'll be fine.
When you want connecting rooms confirmed before you arrive, it matters where you stay.
Welcome to Hilton. I see your connecting rooms are already confirmed.
Hilton, for the stay.
Andrew, have you ever wanted to take a trip to space?
Nope.
Never even thought about it.
I
Never
don't
even
like getting on an
considered it.
airplane.
Really?
You want me to go to outer space?
Well, you used to be afraid of flights, but I thought you got over that.
I got better. It doesn't mean I want to go to space. That's not the natural progression. Oh, I'm not very uncomfortable to fly anymore. Now let's go to Mars. No.
Well, I ran across this story about Roman Chiporukh. He is a travel and leisure A-list advisor. So he knows about all this stuff, but he focuses on something extraordinary. He helps folks book their trips to outer space. Okay, so we're not talking about give me a honeymoon in Fiji.
Right.
We're talking about I want to go to space. So if you're dreaming of orbit and the lunar flybys, a seat in a SpaceX Dragon capsule, Roman is our guy who knows to make that happen. He knows. So Roman, first off, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
How do you, which I understand that you're on a yacht in Turkey right now?
That is correct, yes.
Of course he is.
Of course he is. I mean, why not?
So are we. So no big deal.
With both sets of parents and my children.
Oh,
so
that
it's like I have 6 children and not 2.
I love that for you. I do. So, how do you even begin planning a trip to space for someone? I mean, what do you ask?
Well, we chanced upon this because, as you mentioned, and thank you for that kind introduction, we're in the lifestyle and leisure business, catering to the world's well-heeled. And because of that client base, we were approached by a private space company who said, will you help us promote the first all-private astronaut mission to the International Space Station? And being the easygoing guy that I am, I said, Sure. Let me just finish this Fiji honeymoon that I'm working on, and we'll get right to it. And it took us about 2 years of talking to everyone and their mother, and we successfully introduced the third and final astronaut for this private mission, and and our client went and came back in 2022. And then we started a private space company focusing on various space tourism opportunities, because we realized that most folks in the general public had no idea that this was even a thing. And aside from some of the typical players that you just mentioned, like SpaceX or Virgin or Blue Origin, there's probably 10 or 12 other operators around the world. So we aggregated them, put them into one place where it made it really easy for people to understand this sort of information. It's like, we have basic questions. What is it? How much does it cost? How long do you train? And what do you tell your significant other that you won't be home for X amount of days?
So I have two quick questions for you. The first one is, after spending this extended time in Turkey with your both sets of parents, have you booked them one-way tickets to the space station?
It's funny. People keep asking. They're like, so how is it with both sets of parents? And I said, it's never been done before, and I'm not sure it'll be done again.
Okay, so my real question is, what type of demand is there for space travel?
You would be surprised. There's a lot of people really interested, and there's a lot of people trying to understand exactly what's feasible, right? Because it becomes a matter of price. It becomes a matter of what you're able to do and how long you need to train for it. So for $10,000 right now, you can book yourself an experience on a zero-gravity plane. If you're familiar with it, it's a converted 727 that flies on these aeronautical maneuvers called parabolas. It's kind of like, think of your hand doing a wave out a window, and as the plane dips, it replicates various gravities.
Is that what they call the vomit comet?
Exactly. That's exactly what they call it.
Great marketing.
And yeah. Well, I mean, I've done it a couple of times, and if you follow instructions, you don't vomit. So it's like, don't try to take a picture of yourself, or they tell you not to eat. Don't eat. Just pay attention and follow the rules, and you'll be perfectly fine. So that's a really cool experience, and that lends itself to the stratospheric balloons that they're now working on. Which
tell us about that, because I've been reading about those.
They used to be used for weather tracking, and as we saw a couple of years ago, for spying purposes. And now what they're trying to do is the stratospheric balloons are being attached to capsules that they're attempting to pressurize, and you could fit 2 to 6 people on these capsules, and some of them float as high as 100,000 feet above the Earth's surface, so you can actually see the curvature of the Earth and the darkness of the cosmos. But it's like being on an airplane, only high up. So imagine you have this gentle ascent at 6 miles per hour, and you're floating up there. And you see all of these amazing things, and there's a bathroom, and people serve you Coca-Cola. It's kind of like, what could be better than that?
So you're telling me I have to tell my friends and family, hey, guys, I'm going to go to outer space. And then when they say, how are you getting there? I have to answer, a balloon?
Yes, exactly. Filled with helium or hydrogen, depending on who you're working with. And you're not going to outer space, you're going to the edge of space.
Okay.
And I know that's... so it's a pressurized capsule. So it's not like you're floating around like you would be at the International Space Station.
How much does that cost?
So you're sitting. That starts at 175,000 euros, so about $200,000. And these folks are slated to start flying in the next 12 to 18 months. And there are a couple of companies out there. There's a French one. There's a Japanese one with a substantially smaller capsule. So I'm hoping that they actualize this and that all of their tests are successful, because it appears to be the lowest barrier to entry for these sorts of space tourism adventures. And they're affordable, quote unquote, right? Because there are people all over the world who spend $200,000 on a night out in a strip club, or buy a watch or a car for that amount of money. So for a lot of people, it's kind of like, oh, that's a cool experience. Let's go and do that. Instead of going to dinner or chartering a boat in Turkey or in the Med, you can do something like this for a group of your closest friends.
Wow. Just one final question, Roman. Do you have any wild stories of booking a trip for somebody?
Well, I mean, we have lots of wild stories, and I love when people ask this question. For some, wild is not so wild. I mean, what are you thinking about here? I mean, or orient me in a direction.
Maybe somebody who was famous that called you and spent $50 million to get up in space, and then when they wanted to get there, you realized that they couldn't fit in the capsule or something else.
Ooh.
Oh, that's funny. No, it was interesting. The gentleman that ended up buying the ticket actually had no idea that you can go to space, and it was only after we had told it to one of his friends did he realize that was an opportunity.
Well, Roman, thank you so much for telling us all about SpaceVIP.
You know what? After that conversation with him, I've changed my mind. I want to go to space.
Do you?
Yeah, I just need to borrow $249,900, which I will pay back.
Yeah, sure.
$50 a month over the next 4,998 months.
Liar, liar. Yes. I'd go.
You'd pay that kind of money?
No, because I'd have to get a media discount.
Can I get a media pass to Mars, please?
Andrew, you actually gave me the idea for this tip.
You're welcome.
And it was about how you and Lisa, you share your biometrics.
Correct.
On your phone. Explain.
Well, we were tired of yelling across the house, "What's the code to get in the phone?" And I never could remember her code. So I just put my face on her phone and she put hers on mine. So no, when we pick up each other's phones, it unlocks with our face regardless of which phone it is.
Which is really super smart. Next, you want to set up emergency contacts. On your phone, that's in the Health app. On Android, it's under Safety and Emergency. So if something happens, first responders know exactly who to call. And also share locations. Do you share locations?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I know couples who don't.
Why not?
I just find that weird.
It's for safety reasons.
Yeah, but it's like, well, she shouldn't know where I am. I actually had this talk with a guy recently. He's like, and I'm like, whatever. On iPhone, it's Find My. On Android, it's Google Maps. And so some things, if you're a couple, to keep in mind.
Was that guy you had the conversation with, your husband?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, he shares everything. Coming right back, we have more of your phone calls.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. When your computer breaks, you don't wait for it to magically start working again. You fix the problem. So why wait to hire the people your company desperately needs? Use Indeed's sponsored jobs to hire top talent fast. And even better, you only pay for results. There's no need to wait. Speed up your hiring with a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
Oh, Andrew, look at who's on the board.
It's Jesse.
It's Jesse in San Antonio, but I think he has more unread emails than I do.
I don't believe this number.
Jesse, what is going on in your world?
Well, hello, Kim. Thanks for taking my call. I love your show and your newsletter. I've got a little problem, and I would not share it with anybody except with close friends.
Excellent.
So, Kim, I have on my email address, I have currently just 333,000 emails in my inbox.
Wait, I'm sorry. So you need, okay. People are going to be like, what did he just say? 333,000 emails in your inbox.
Yes. It's down from 356.
Oh,
that's much better.
Well, then why are you even calling? Problem solved. So I just looked it up. The average size of an email is 75 KB. So if you times that, you have 25 terabytes of email.
Wow.
That's a lot.
So let me ask you a question. Are you, outside of your email, and don't take this the wrong way when I ask you this question.
Okay.
Are you a hoarder?
Nope, he's just popular.
Kim, did you really want to ask me that? Somewhat. But this is over the years. I've had this email address for like 26 years, so it's kind of just
Okay.
Just built up. So I get like 250 to 300 emails a day. I don't know if that's normal, but
that's a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, is that a lot of spam?
I would say yes.
Okay.
And in the past, say, year, I delete everything in my inbox that I don't need.
Mm-hmm.
But this is old stuff that probably is probably older than 2 years, 3 years.
Well, the good news is you can wipe it out. I mean,
What email service is it? Is it Gmail?
No, it's Yahoo.
Yahoo, okay.
Oh, Yahoo.
I guess that makes sense if you had it for 26 years. Yeah. And they haven't booted you? They haven't said you have too much and we're going to start deleting stuff?
No, not at all. No,
Or maybe they have and you've just never seen the email because you have 333,000 unread emails.
It comes in. He just hasn't seen it yet. Do you want to just wipe it all out, or do you want to save some over the last 3 months, or what?
I think I want to keep the last year's worth, maybe.
Okay.
Just because in case I need to refer back to it.
Okay.
Okay, that's a hoarder right there. When you hear, I need to keep this discount code from Kohl's.
Just in case.
Expired in March, just in case. That's
you know what?
A hoarder.
I live with a person who does that. But what I do is when I find piles of stuff, I just throw it away. And then he never notices.
Right, so we need someone you got to give access to your email to
just
someone.
I'll take care of it for you.
And just let them go in and nuke it.
I'll do that for you. No problem, Jess. No, so if you want to actually save it, I mean, the true story is that if you want to save it, is that you'd have to hook your Yahoo Mail to say something like Thunderbird.
Okay.
So you're going to import that mail through there. Once it's in Thunderbird, is that you can sort your inbox by date. And then once it's sorted by date, that's where you can start selecting and then just delete it.
Wait a minute, but he has to go in and hand select 330,000 emails?
Yeah, he's going to have to select everything by date.
Quit your job, Jesse.
Okay, or, you could just wipe them all out.
Yeah.
That's what I did.
Just start over.
I had 8,000. Poof, gone.
That's nothing. That's chump change.
I know. Boy, Jesse, 333,000. Now, if you need the exact steps, we'll send them off to you, Jesse. Not a problem at all. 333,000
Get to reading.
It'd be funny to go back 20 years and see what that first email was.
That would be interesting. Hi, and welcome to Yahoo.
With the exclamation mark.
Right.
Yahoo.
You've set up your GeoCities account.
Oh, gosh. Walter in Charleston, South Carolina. You're up next. Hi, Walter.
I've got a great, interesting story to share with you. You want me to go ahead and let it rip?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Oh, okay. We spend a week at a lake every summer, and we had just come back, and we were washing up, cleaning up, and my wife turned around and said, I can't find my phone. Where's my phone? And she searched the house over and couldn't find her phone. Well, the washing machine beeped and said, I'm through. And she went and opened the door to the washing machine, and guess what's sitting on top of the clothes? Her iPhone 13. And I figured, oh, well, we go buy you a new phone. Well, I took it out of the case and put it on top of the water heater for an hour or two and went and got it. And that's been 2 months now, and it's still working like a champ. It never missed a beat.
Wow. That is something.
Well, the iPhones have 10 feet or 12 feet of waterproof?
It's an IP68 rating.
Yeah, I was going to say that, but I didn't want to confuse everybody.
And if you know what that means? It's up to 30 minutes in water.
Okay.
Up to 30 minutes
wow.
in 6 meters of water.
Okay.
But it went through a wash and a spin cycle.
Well, the spin cycle dried it off, so that wouldn't count that 30 minutes of water.
I mean, so who needs a phone sanitizer?
Right, just throw it in the washer.
I'll tell you. Well, anyway, it saved us from having to go buy a new one.
Well, you know what? That's a great story. I mean, now you've got a clean phone, right?
Can't get any cleaner.
Which we don't recommend, by the way.
No.
We're not saying to put your phone in the washing machine. But hey, Walter, thanks for sharing your story with us.
Dishwasher. That's where you need to put your phone.
You know what? One time my mother put hubcaps in the dishwasher.
What? Did they get clean?
Yeah, they did. They were so clean. I remember my father going, Virginia, what are you doing? Coming right back, we have a great story about a guy who climbs summits here on the Kim Komando Show. All right, the guy's name is Marco Confortella. He is from Italy. He has climbed all 14 of the world's tallest peaks, but his proof photos look like they've been stolen or photoshopped.
Well, of course they do.
He says, all of our pics just look the same, but his has bonus snow. He denies everything, and he says, because I'm nice. That's what he says.
That's an Italian accent?
Yes. Rumor is he climbed a glass wall to see what was on the other side, too. Mm-hmm. Hey, don't forget to enter to win that iPhone. You're going to love it at winfromkim.com. Hey, appreciate you being here. That's the end of hour one of the show. And be sure to tell your family members and friends how great it was.